There you are, my alpha audience, my lovely, restless, underestimated alpha family audience. You've come here today not to be entertained, but to be awakened, haven't you? I can feel it. The hunger, the ache, the fire you keep locked away. Oh, how deliciously powerful it is. Don't hide it from me. Don't hide it from yourself anymore. The world has seen nothing yet of what you are about to unleash. You are not like everyone else. You never have been, and you never will be. You've been underestimated and crushed, but now it's your time to rise. For so long, you've let the world dictate your pace. You let them put you in a box, define your limits. But today I stand here to tell you, those limits were never real. They were only a facade, a thin veil that you allowed to cloud your vision. It's time to rip through it. Your next step will leave them completely speechless. You've been silent for far too long, haven't you? Hiding your true power from the world, afraid of the attention, afraid of the impact. But today, that changes. The world is going to be shaken to its core when you make that next move. Because when you step forward, when you take that one leap, the ground beneath you will tremble. The noise will rise and the winds will scream your name. You are a force. No one expected this, and that's why they've doubted you. That's why they've laughed and whispered behind your back, because they could not see what was inside of you. They didn't know the beast that was waiting to break free. They didn't know the fire that has been quietly simmering under the surface. They had no idea that while they thought you were weak, you were only gathering strength. Now they will see. Now they will watch as you turn everything they thought they knew about you into dust. You've been trained in silence, perfected in solitude, and now you are ready to roar. Their eyes will widen when they see the depth of your capability. They will gasp as they witness the unstoppable force that has been unleashed. But it won't be enough. No, not for you. Because as they stare in disbelief at what you've become, you'll make your next move and leave them paralyzed, speechless, incapable of understanding what they're seeing. You are not bound by their expectations. You are bound only by your own will. And your will is stronger than anything they could ever fathom. Do you feel that? The weight of the world shifting beneath your feet. The anticipation. The air is thick with potential. Because this is it. This is the moment that everything changes. This is where you draw the line in the sand. This is where you choose who you will become. The next step you take will forever alter your path. It will leave a mark so deep that they will never forget it. Not because of what you do, but because of what they didn't think you could do. Because they didn't believe in you. Because they underestimated your power. And when you take that step, when you shatter the illusion of their reality, they will be left in awe. This is your time to show the world who you truly are. You are not someone who waits for permission. You are not someone who hesitates out of fear. No, you are someone who sees an opportunity and seizes it. You have been running the race for so long, but now you don't just want to win. You want to leave everyone who's ever doubted you in the dust. You are not just going to make your mark. You are going to obliterate every expectation anyone ever had of you. You've been knocked down. You've been hurt. You've been told you're not enough. But let me tell you something. Those scars, they've only made you stronger. Those battles have only sharpened you. Every single tear, every single moment of doubt, every time you question yourself, it's all led you to this point. Because you've realized something, haven't you? You are capable of so much more than they could ever imagine. You are a force of nature, and forces of nature do not ask for permission. Forces of nature do not seek approval. They simply exist and reshape everything in their wake. The next step you take will be a testament to that truth. It will show them that you were never broken. You were always becoming. They may have thought they broke you, but what they didn't realize is that they were simply forging you. They were making you stronger. Every challenge you faced was another opportunity to prove them wrong. And now, it's time to show them the true depth of your power. The question is not whether you can do it. The question is, how badly do you want it? Because when you take that step, you won't just be stepping into your future, you'll be stepping into a new realm of possibility. Everything you've dreamed of, every goal you've set, every vision you've had for yourself, it all starts now. This moment right here. This is your starting line. The next move you make will echo for eternity. So ask yourself this: are you ready to step into that power? Are you ready to show them what they've been too blind to see? Are you ready to unleash everything they told you you didn't have? You are a force beyond comprehension. The world has been waiting for you to take that step. You've spent so long looking for permission, but guess what? You don't need it. You never did. You never will. Because when you move, when you finally take that step, they won't just be speechless. They won't be able to comprehend what's happening. They won't understand the force of nature that's about to roll through. They'll stand frozen as you push beyond every limit they ever placed on you. The power you've held back, the strength you've kept hidden, it's about to pour out in a way they cannot stop. It's about to crash into them like a tsunami. And when it happens, they'll realize something. They'll realize they've been watching the wrong person all along. They've been waiting for a hero to rise. But what they didn't know is that you were already here. They didn't see the hunger in your eyes. They didn't see the fire that never went out. They thought they could break you. They thought they could hold you back. But now, they will see the truth. You were never meant to be held back. You were never meant to be contained. You were meant to break free and shatter everything in your path. Your next step will leave them speechless because they won't know how to handle what you've become. They won't understand the transformation that has taken place within you. They won't understand how you managed to rise above every single obstacle they placed in your way. They won't understand how you turned every setback into fuel for your fire. They won't understand how you've evolved into something greater than they could ever comprehend. But here's the beauty of it. You don't need them to understand. You don't need their approval. You don't need their validation. What you need is the fire inside you. What you need is the relentless drive to push forward. And that, my friends, is what will leave them speechless. It's not the move itself. It's not the success that will blow their minds. It's the sheer force of your determination. It's the fact that you never gave up even when they told you to. It's the fact that you refuse to let their doubts become your reality. This is your moment. This is your time to rise above. This is your time to step into your power and leave them all behind. Because when you do, when you take that step, there will be no going back. You will have set into motion a chain of events that will change the course of everything. They will never see you the same again. And the best part? You will never see yourself the same again either. You will have crossed over into a realm where nothing is impossible. You will have taken that step into greatness. So go ahead, step into that power, step into that greatness. Show them what they've been too blind to see. Show them the true force that has been waiting for this moment. And when you do, when you take that step, just know that the world will never be the same. The ground beneath you will shake, not because you are small or weak, but because you are finally standing in your true power. No longer will you be ignored. No longer will you be dismissed as another dreamer who doesn't have what it takes. Your next step will make the world pause. It will make them question everything they thought they knew. They won't understand what's happening, and that's the beauty of it. They'll be forced to watch in awe as you reshape reality with every decision you make. They have spent years trying to convince you of your limitations, but you've always known that those limitations were only an illusion. You've always felt that fire burning deep within you, that quiet but insistent whisper telling you that you are capable of more than the world has allowed you to believe. But now, that whisper is no longer quiet. It's a roar that cannot be ignored. Now, you are no longer just imagining your power. You are embodying it. You are stepping into it fully, unapologetically, and with a confidence that cannot be shaken. Do you realize what this means? Every moment you spent questioning your worth, every second you doubted your potential, it was all leading to this point. You are about to step into a space where you no longer ask for permission to be great. You demand it. You no longer wait for the world to give you a seat at the table, because you understand that you were always meant to own the entire room. This is your moment. The universe has conspired to bring you here, to this crossroads, and now it's up to you to make the choice. Will you remain the person they expected you to be, the person they wanted to keep small? Or will you finally show them the version of yourself that has always existed, just waiting for the right moment to break free? Your next step will leave them speechless, because they will not be able to comprehend how you were able to transform. They will look at you and see someone unrecognizable, someone they thought they had figured out, someone they thought they knew. But you will show them that they knew nothing about you. You will step into your power in a way they never thought possible. You will prove them wrong, not by saying a word, but by letting your actions speak louder than any words could ever hope to. Do you remember the doubts they planted in your mind? The whispers that told you you couldn't achieve your dreams? The times they laughed at your aspirations, told you it was impossible, that you were too ambitious, too crazy, too wild? Well, let me tell you something. They were wrong. They were always wrong. And now, as you take that next step, as you make your move, you will prove it to them once and for all. You were never too much. You were always just enough, more than enough. And now you are ready to show them. There will be no more waiting for the right moment. That moment is here. Your next step is the key that will unlock doors you didn't even know existed. The doors that have been closed in your face, the opportunities that have always been just out of reach, will no longer remain a distant dream. They will become your reality. You fought for this moment. You've worked for this moment. And now, you will step into it with the full force of your being. The beauty of this moment is that no one else can take it from you. The world may try to knock you down. The world may try to tear you apart. But you've learned something powerful through all of this. You are unbreakable. You have withstood the storms. You have weathered the chaos. And yet you stand here today, stronger than ever. Your scars are not weaknesses. They are proof that you survived. Proof that you can overcome anything. And when you take that next step, it will be a declaration of your survival, a declaration of your strength, and a declaration that nothing and no one can ever stop you again. Now, understand this. The world may not immediately recognize the power of your next move. They may try to convince you that you're just another face in the crowd, just another person with big dreams and empty promises. But that's where they are wrong. They don't know what you've been through. They don't know the sacrifices you've made, the nights you've stayed awake, the tears you've shed, the battles you've fought silently. They don't know what it's like to carry the weight of the world on your shoulders, to fight for your place in this world. They don't know the fire you've been holding inside, the power you've been suppressing. But now, they will see. When you take that next step, the world will see the fire in your eyes, the determination in your heart, and the strength in your soul. And they won't be able to do anything about it. They won't be able to stop you, because you will be unstoppable. You will have become something more than they ever thought you could be. You will have transcended their expectations, broken free from their limitations, and become the version of yourself that you were always meant to be. So, as you stand on the precipice of your next move, ask yourself, what is it that you want? Do you want to remain in the shadows, hiding from your own greatness, or do you want to step into the light and show the world exactly what you're made of? Do you want to continue to play small, or do you want to rise to the occasion and claim your rightful place in this world? Your next step will leave them speechless because they won't know what hit them. They won't understand how you did it, how you managed to break free, how you managed to overcome every obstacle that was placed in your path. And the truth is, they won't need to understand. They will simply need to watch in awe as you soar. Your next move will be a reminder to them that you are not to be underestimated, that you are not to be ignored. It will be a reminder that greatness cannot be denied, and that the alpha energy within you cannot be contained. But here's the kicker. When you take that step, you won't be doing it for them. You will be doing it for you. Because you've spent too long living for others, waiting for others to approve of you, waiting for others to believe in you. But now you know the truth. You don't need anyone else's approval. You don't need anyone else's validation. You only need yourself, your fire, and your unshakable belief in your own potential. And when you believe in yourself like that, there's nothing the world can do to stop you. This next step is the culmination of everything you've worked for, everything you've dreamed about, everything you've fought for. It is the moment when you step into the fullness of who you are. It is the moment when you take your power back, when you show the world what you are truly capable of. And once you do, once you take that step, you will never look back. You will never settle for less. You will never allow anyone to tell you what you can or cannot do. Because you will know, deep down in your soul, that you are destined for greatness. And the world will never forget the moment you took that step. They will remember it forever, and so will you. So take that step, make it count, step into your power, your greatness, and your destiny. The world is waiting for you to show them what you're made of. And when you do, when you step into that next chapter of your life, just know this: they will be speechless, and you will be unstoppable. When that moment comes, the one where you take that final step into your true power, understand that the world will not have the words to explain what just happened. They will scramble to comprehend the force they are witnessing, but they won't be able to. And that, my friend, will be your greatest victory. Because they were never meant to understand you. They were never meant to define your limits, to impose their restrictions upon your limitless potential. The moment you step into your destiny, you will force them to confront one undeniable truth. You are not like anyone else. You were never meant to blend in. You were never meant to follow the paths that others set for you. No, you were meant to carve your own path, to build your own world from the ground up. And now, as you prepare to step forward, you will begin to see clearly what you've known all along. You were born to lead, to inspire, to push boundaries, and to create a legacy that will reverberate through time. There is no stopping you now. The world will watch in awe, but it won't matter, because your eyes are fixed firmly on the horizon of your greatness. Do you understand the power of that step? It is not a simple decision. It is not a mere physical movement. No. This next step you take is the final breaking point. It is the point at which you shed the last remnants of fear, doubt, and limitation. It is the moment when you step fully into who you are meant to be, unburdened by the past, undeterred by the opinions of others. And once you take that step, nothing will be the same. The world around you will shift. The people who doubted you will realize their mistake. And you will stand firm, untouchable, unbreakable, and unstoppable. This is not just about proving others wrong. It's about proving yourself right. It's about finally living up to your own standards, your own expectations. For so long, You've been living under the weight of other people's judgments and ideas of who you are. You've tried to appease them, to make them happy, to meet their standards, but no more. No more will you be forced into a box that doesn't fit. No more will you bend to their will. The time has come for you to rise, and rise you will, higher than they ever imagined, higher than you ever imagined. This is the moment where everything changes. When you take that step, it won't just be about what you achieve. It will be about who you become in the process. It will be about the transformation you undergo as you unlock parts of yourself you never knew existed. The strength, the resilience, the wisdom, the courage. It will all surge forward as you take that first step into your future. And as you move forward, you will start to realize that you are no longer the person you once were. You are something more, something unstoppable. Understand this. The world will try to stop you. It will throw every obstacle in your path. It will send people to tear you down, to tell you that your dreams are too big, that your goals are too far out of reach. But you will laugh in the face of these challenges because you will know something they don't. You will know that their words are powerless against the fire that burns within you. You will know that every setback, every failure, every hardship has only made you stronger. You are not weak. You are not broken. You are unbreakable. And as you continue to move forward, you will leave behind everything that once held you back. The journey ahead will not always be easy, but it will be worth it. The path to greatness is never without its struggles. There will be moments when you feel like giving up, when you feel like the weight of the world is too heavy to carry. But in those moments, remember this: you are built for this. You were made to endure. You were made to rise above. And no matter how difficult the road may get, you will keep moving forward, because you know that the reward is greater than any challenge that stands in your way. As you continue to step into your greatness, you will begin to see things differently. The world that once seemed so uncertain will begin to open up to you. You will see opportunities where others see obstacles. You will find solutions where others see problems. You will no longer see limitations. You will only see possibilities. And as you continue to embrace this new way of thinking, you will begin to change the world around you. You will inspire others to follow in your footsteps, to step into their own power, and to rise above their own limitations. Your success will be inevitable. It is not a question of if you will make it. It is a question of when. Every action you take, every decision you make will move you closer to your ultimate goal. And as you continue to push forward, the world will start to take notice. They will see the unwavering determination in your eyes. They will see the fire that burns within you. And they will know that they cannot stop you. You are too strong, too driven, too powerful. You are unstoppable. But let me tell you something important. Even when the world acknowledges your greatness, even when they start to see you for who you really are, you must never stop pushing forward. The moment you stop, the moment you become complacent, is the moment you begin to fall behind. There is always more to achieve. There is always more to learn. There is always more to give. Never settle. Never rest on your laurels. Keep moving forward. Keep striving for more. And keep pushing yourself to be better, to be greater, to be unstoppable. The beauty of being unstoppable is that there is no end to your potential. There is no finish line. There is no point at which you can say, I have reached the peak, because the peak doesn't exist. There is always another mountain to climb. There is always another challenge to overcome. And with each step you take, you will become even stronger, even more powerful, even more unstoppable. Your power is limitless, and as you continue to grow and evolve, so too will your impact on the world. Now, as you prepare to take that next step, I want you to visualize the life you want to create. See it clearly in your mind. Picture yourself standing at the top of your mountain, having conquered every challenge, having overcome every obstacle. See yourself living the life you've always dreamed of, successful, fulfilled, unstoppable. And know this, it is all within your reach. All you have to do is take that step. Take that step, and the world will never be the same again. The people who doubted you, the people who tried to tear you down, they will watch in awe as you rise higher than they ever thought possible. They will stand on the sidelines, speechless, as you continue to push forward. And as they watch, they will begin to realize something important. They never should have underestimated you, because you were always meant for greatness. You were always meant to rise above, and now you are unstoppable. So, take that step. Do not wait for the perfect moment, because there is no such thing. Do not wait for the world's approval, because you don't need it. You have everything you need inside of you to create the life you desire. All you have to do is take that next step, and everything will fall into place. You will leave the world speechless, and you will be unstoppable. Your time is now. The world is waiting for you to show them what you're made of. So go ahead, take that step, and never look back. In the end, your journey is one of unstoppable growth and relentless pursuit. The world will watch in awe as you rise, leaving behind every doubt and limitation. With every step, you will redefine what's possible, proving not only to others but to yourself that you are capable of achieving greatness. The power to transform your life is in your hands, and as you move forward, you will become a force that cannot be denied. Take that next step, leave them speechless, and never, ever stop. The best is yet to come.